Yogi Mahadeva, Yogi Mahadeva, Ade Ananta Shiva, Mahabali Shiva, Mahabali Shiva.
Namaste, Sitaram. A pleasant good morning. Welcome to another segment of Rudraaya. I am your host, Nisha Sharma, and Rudraaya is being brought to you with the kind compliments of Rudraayaa Mandir. The mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 48 in Scarborough, with Tapscott and McNichol being our nearest intersection. So please remember that tonight, Rudraayaa Mandir is going to be celebrating Holi through a Chautal singing session. It is starting at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So please join us. Admission is free. So please bring the kids and come along. Let us celebrate the season of Holi through Chautal singing and various holy songs. We will now join our spiritual leader, Pandit Ravi Sharma, for a religious message.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। श्री रमापति महादेव की जय। Dear devotees, once again, we are most happy to be in the company of your home via Rudraayaa, once again to share with you some of the truths that is enshrined in the holy scriptures. Ramcharitra-manas, or Ramayana itself, tells us about this human birth and tells us about this human body. Let me share with you the Chaupai. गबहु करी करुणा जय राम श्री They say that really it is the Lord Himself who loves us, who loves the Jiva, meaning you and I. Without any self-interest, comes and graciously bestows upon us this human birth or this human form. This is called a veritable raft itself, that an individual itself is able to cross over the ocean of Bhavasagara, or the ocean of what we call as life. The Lord indicates that His grace itself is a favorable wind for this Jiva Atma The Lord Himself is called as Paramatma, meaning He is called as Super Soul. We are called as Jivatma, or we are just called as the soul. We are just a spark of this magnificent flame, which is called as the dear Lord God. So the Lord indicates that His grace is a favorable wind for this Jivatma to be born in this human form, in this 84 lakh yoni of this 8,400,000 species of life as created by God. We are called as the highest. This itself is called as a most unique blessing that is bestowed to each and every one of us to cross through after countless birth, countless birth, evolving higher and higher and higher until we have been blessed itself with this human birth. The sages and saints indicate, the Shastras indicate that human births themselves, they come and provide exclusive opportunity itself to pursue what we call as the Purusharthas. The Purushartha, they are called as 4 itself in number. Very briefly, Dharma, which means righteousness. Artha, which means wealth, to righteous means. Kama, a legitimate desires to be fulfilled, and ultimately to attain moksha, to attain liberation, to attain oneness itself with the dear Lord God. But even in this brief lifespan, it is said there is an inbuilt chance itself, even while we are alive, that we can develop our love and we can become one itself with God. And this is how we gain access through knowledge. The Holy Scriptures themselves indicate that only with this human birth, this human body, to experience His infinite greatness, to attain oneness with the dear Lord. Devotees, Ramcharitra itself explains this. But also, Bhagavad Gita itself explains the very same thing, just in the lips of the Lord Bhagavan Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna Himself also explains these subtle truth to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. He emphasizes the need itself for one itself to focus on that which is right, to augment this rare human birth, the facilities of the mind, facilities of speech that is bestowed upon individuals, and the facility itself of the intellect. Arjuna is the one itself that is beset with onus of choosing the right path. Ultimately, the Lord indicates that it is your choice. And in the end, only you and you alone will be able to choose this righteous path. While He indicates that the Kshatriya's duty itself is that to fight, as He indicates to Arjuna. It is the duty of each and every one of us to find out and know what our duty is. But human beings' duty itself is to find out why we have come in this world. What are we supposed to do in this world and how to attain our Maker itself in the end. Devotees, Bhagavan Krishna Himself, He explains all of this, what we call as Tattva-vichara, or inquiry of the self. Until an individual self comes and first inquires, for if he does not know who he is, then of what use is his life. That's why He indicates that the highest intelligence is one itself who pursues, who endeavors, who tries to understand their purpose itself in life. Devotees, these are some of the subtle truths itself that the Lord indicates. Ramayana doesn't say something else differently from Gita. Gita does not say something differently. It's from Shiv Mahapuran. Shiv Mahapuran does not say something different from Devi Bhagavatam, but simply saying that each of these holy scriptures themselves show us the pathway itself. In the verse itself, again from Ramayana,
Shadanu
as the highest. The soul itself attains this body only after countless blessing and praying towards the dear Lord. And indicates that everyone themselves wants to attain it. Devotees, there's so much itself that can be said about this human birth, and so we invite you to come and join in with us in all our services. In the end, you will hear about the different services that we have during the week. But let me end off with a very short kahani. The elderly pundits themselves used to give this story. It indicated that on one occasion there was a kag, a koa. A koa itself is a blackbird, a corn bird. And so this koa itself lived in the forest and was absolutely satisfied with his life. Whatever his life was, he was quite happy that as a crow. Nobody bothered him most of the times. But one day he came and he saw the white swan. And so he thought that this swan itself is so white. So he thought that I am so black and this swan is so white, why couldn't I be like him? And so he thought that the swan itself perhaps is the happiest bird in the world. And so he came and he expressed his thoughts towards the swan. And actually the swan himself replied, I thought I was the happiest, but until I saw a parrot. And when I saw this parrot itself with two different color feathers, I thought that that must be the happiest bird there is. And so when I had a talk itself with a parrot, the parrot indicated that, I thought I was the happiest with these two feathers, but when I saw the peacock themselves, when I saw these peacock themselves, I thought I should be like them. But the peacock itself was in the zoo, and so when I questioned this peacock that, are you the happiest? The crow also went and said, are you the happiest? He said that, yes, I thought I was the happiest. But of what use do I have all of these beautiful feathers and I'm trapped itself in a cage? I should be like you, the crow itself, because you are the happiness, that no one worries about you. You have been bestowed whatever the Lord has been bestowed upon you, and you are free to go here, there, and everywhere. Devotees, this is what we call as human birth. You have the choice itself. Do not compare with others, but live a life itself that will bring meritorious deed itself, blessings upon you, that you yourself will become a blessing itself to all. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Garvavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.
Planning to take a trip down memory lane to a laid-back spot serving popular West Indian dishes? Then visit Drupadi's Doubles Roti Inc., now under new management by the Sami family. Drupadi's is conveniently located at 252 Bailey Street West in Ajax, serving a wide variety of West Indian dishes and catering to all your celebration needs, including pujas and weddings. Drupadi's offers sumptuous buffet breakfasts that will remind you of back home days. Experienced doctors and therapists serving the Durham region for over 10 years. Our friendly and highly trained treatment team diagnose and treat a wide variety of injuries and pain. We will manage your care with your family doctor and specialist and bill directly to your insurance company. Flexible appointment hours include late nights and Saturdays. We are conveniently located at Brock Road and the 401 on the border of Ajax and Pickering. Please see your business card for details. A special occasion or make one of your dreams come true? Then visit Rudraayaa Banquet Hall, conveniently located just off the 401 East at 185 Wesley Road South in Ajax. Elegantly appointed in creams and golds, the facility now caters to every nationality. To reserve your special occasion, call now at 905-426-7692 or visit Rudraayaa's website at www.rudraayaa.ca. My dear viewers, the upcoming item will be a song by the same devotees who will be singing tonight at Maharujdev Mandir for our Chautal singing. Please enjoy.
वहाँ की सोच कर प्यारे जहाँ पर हम खो जाना है वहाँ की सोच कर प्यारे जहाँ पर हम खो जाना है वहाँ की सोच कर प्यारे जहाँ पर हम खो जाना है 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 वहाँ की सोच कर प्यारे जहाँ पर हम खो जाना है वह हट जाओ ऐसा फसल से दिन बुलाना है फसल से दिन बुलाना है वह की जाओ ऐसा फसल से दिन बुलाना है फसल से दिन बुलाना है नहीं कोई साथ आवेगा कोई अपना बिगाना है वहाँ की सोच कर प्यारे जहाँ पर हम खो जाना है 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 वहाँ की सोच कर प्यारे जहाँ पर हम खो जाना है बना लेना वकीलों का नहीं अब और ठिकाना है नहीं अब और ठिकाना है बना लेना वकीलों का नहीं अब और ठिकाना है नहीं अब और ठिकाना है मोहम्मद और रसूलुल्लाह रखना तुम्हें दीवाना है वहाँ की सोच कर प्यारे जहाँ पर हम खो जाना है 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 वहाँ की सोच कर प्यारे जहाँ पर हम खो जाना है वहाँ की सोच कर प्यारे जहाँ पर हम खो जाना है वहाँ की सोच कर प्यारे जहाँ पर हम खो जाना है
Planning to take a trip down memory lane to a laid-back spot serving popular West Indian dishes? Then visit Drupadi's Doubles Roti Inc., now under new management by the Sami family. Drupadi's is conveniently located at 252 Bailey Street West in Ajax, serving a wide variety of West Indian dishes and catering to all your celebration needs, including pujas and weddings. Drupadi's offers sumptuous buffet breakfasts that will remind you of back home days. Experienced doctors and therapists serving the Durham region for over 10 years. Our friendly and highly trained treatment team diagnose and treat a wide variety of injuries and pain. We will manage your care with your family doctor and specialist and bill directly to your insurance company.
Flexible appointment hours include late nights and Saturdays. We are conveniently located at Brock Road and the 401 on the border of Ajax and Pickering. Please see your business card for details. A special occasion or make one of your dreams come true? Then visit Rudraayaa Banquet Hall, conveniently located just off the 401 East at 185 Wesley Road South in Ajax. Elegantly appointed in creams and golds, the facility now caters to every nationality. To reserve your special occasion, call now at 905-426-7692 or visit Rudraayaa's website at www.rudraayaa.ca.
So please remember that tonight, Maharudradev Mandir is going to be celebrating Holi through a Chautal singing session. It is starting at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So please join us. Admission is free. So please bring the kids and come along. Let us celebrate the season of Holi through Chautal singing and various Holi songs. My dear viewers, it is now time for your favorite moment on Rudraayaa, our health segment brought to you by Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon.
Sitaram, and welcome to another edition of Health Corner. My name is Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon, and on today's episode, we will be discussing seizures. Firstly, a seizure is a change in the brain's electrical activity where the neurons of the brain discharge erratically. The type of seizure that results from this disorganized brain activity can vary widely. The most common is the violent shaking and loss of control of the whole body, or it can be much more subtle, such as an uncontrollable twitching of the finger or the hand. Regardless of the type of seizure experienced, it is very important that the person gets evaluated by a physician, since some seizures can indicate an important medical condition. Seizures can last anywhere from a few seconds to over 15 minutes per episode. They can involve the whole body or just part of an arm, leg, or face. The most common type of seizure is the generalized whole body seizure that involves the violent shaking of the arms and legs. The person will not be conscious during the seizure and have no recollection of the events. Another type of seizure that is often not recognized is often seen in children, called absence seizures. These children suddenly stare off into space, often not responding for a few seconds until the seizure is over. There is no shaking and no loss of power. Since this can happen multiple times per day, these children used to be labeled as daydreamers, when in fact they were actually having multiple seizures. There are many causes for seizures, such as alcohol use, brain infections, electrolyte imbalances, high blood pressure, fever, head trauma, low blood glucose levels, brain tumors, and even strokes. This is why it's crucial that anyone with a first seizure be evaluated by a physician to identify the cause. If you witness a seizure, the most important thing to remember is to remain calm. This can be difficult if someone is having a violent shaking of the arms or legs or not responding, but it can be dangerous to you and the person if you panic. The first step is to protect the person from injury by removing harmful objects from around the person. Next, try to gently cushion their head with something soft. It is important to remember to not put anything in the person's mouth, since they may choke on it, and also do not try to restrain their arms or legs, since this may cause injury. When the seizure is finished, gently roll the person onto their side, known as the recovery position. This helps their breathing and reduces the chance of aspiration into the lungs. After a generalized seizure, the person will experience a period of confusion and disorientation. This is known as the post-ictal period. It is completely normal. Therefore, it is important to stay with the person until the recovery is complete, and also do not give them anything to eat or drink until recovery is complete. You should call an ambulance for anyone who has a first-time seizure, anyone who has a seizure lasting more than 5 minutes, anyone who has 2 or more seizures, or anyone who is injured during the seizure, or of course, anyone you believe needs urgent medical attention. Seizures can be very frightening events, but hopefully this overview gives you a general idea of what you can do in case of if you witness a seizure. Thank you for joining me on Health Corner, and I look forward to seeing you again next week on Rudraayaa.
My dear viewers, we have come to the end of another segment of Rudraaya. I'd like to thank our kind sponsors at Maharujadev Mandir, as well as our executive producer, Gari Khan. Please remember, the Navratri season begins on Friday, the 20th of March, and concludes on Saturday, March 28th, with Ram Navami being celebrated at the Mandir from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So please join us for the Navratri sessions each night from 6:30 to 9 p.m. That is starting on Friday, March the 20th, and concluding with Ram Navami celebrations on Saturday, March the 28th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Would like to thank you for tuning in today on Rudraaya. Please remember the Mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 48 in Scarborough, and we hope to see you tonight as we celebrate Holi through a Chautal session. Please enjoy this number as one of these devotees will be singing tonight our Chautal session. Until we meet again next week, have a blessed week. Namaste.